21,490 people. They're doing backflips. Oh gosh, you got Yahoo doing backflips, ESPN doing backflips, Fox doing backflips, Front Office Sports doing backflips. All of them said, you know what? We've ignored Unrivaled all season long. Finally, they give us something good to talk about. And they all just publish it. Oh, 21,000, record breaking. Indeed. All-time record for regular season pro women's basketball game, if you want to call it.
Over 21,000 fans filled an arena in Philadelphia. Media outlets went wild, running headlines about record-breaking crowds. But once the TV numbers came out, the hype quietly disappeared. Here's why. While 21,490 people attended Unrivaled Takeover Philadelphia on January 30th, only about 40,000 viewers nationwide watched on television. Yes, just 40,000 in the key 18 to 49 age group for each game that night. Despite all the excitement, the league ranked only 146th and 160th in national TV ratings that Friday.
They are 146th and 160th in national rankings for television that night. So people watched up close and personal in the event. It's a spectacle. It's a one-off. Sure, people are going to be there. 21,000, but people are going to be there. But nobody else tuned in to watch. Nobody else said, "Oh wow, this seems pretty cool. They're playing in a big arena. Let's check it out." In fact, I would argue that they probably lost a good 20,000 people. Oh. The 20.
Sports Media Watch released ratings Unrivaled would rather ignore. Through the first 3 weeks of the season, as of January 26th, the league is averaging 103,000 viewers across TNT and True TV. That's a 44% drop from last season's opening 3 weeks, when they averaged 185,000 viewers. Let that sink in. The league added 2 teams, expanded the schedule with an extra night of games, and poured marketing money into a Philadelphia event that drew over 21,000 fans in person. Yet nearly half the TV audience disappeared. Games airing on both TNT and True TV average about 135,000 viewers. The numbers fall off fast after that. Games exclusive to True TV are pulling just 64,000 viewers. Despite this, the league added a 4th night of games this season, all airing only on True TV. No one was asking for more games, and the ratings make it clear no one is going out of their way to watch them.
People, right? It's usually 0.06, right? It's usually 0.06. So the 20,000 people that are usually watching on their TV, oh, they were packed into the... Makes perfect sense now. Makes perfect sense now. You take a look at Unrivaled ratings. You take a look at year 2 for Unrivaled. Unrivaled, the golf league, taking viewership hit in second seasons. This is an article put out by...
The league and its media partners will blame NFL and college football playoff competition. And it's true that about half of the broadcasts through January 26th aired against major football games. The 2 most watched Unrivaled telecasts were the January 5th season opener and the January 26th TNT/True TV window, and neither faced football competition. But the Philadelphia game tells the real story. That Friday night had no football, no major sport competition, a sold-out arena, and a primetime slot. Even with all of that, viewership still failed to reach 50,000 per game. That's not a scheduling issue. It's a lack of viewer interest.
That's nasty work. That's crazy bad. That's true. Unrivaled is going to be behind a paywall soon enough, folks. Soon enough, they're going to be behind a paywall, whether it's HBO Max, whether it's Paramount Plus, whether it's Netflix. We talked about that. Whatever it is, their days on TV are numbered. Game simulcasts on both TNT and True TV are averaging 135,000, while games that are exclusive to True TV are averaging 64,000.
The media pushed the attendance angle, because it was the only positive story to tell. Yahoo, ESPN, Fox, and Front Office Sports all ran the same headline about a record-setting crowd and the most attended regular season women's pro basketball game ever. They highlighted that it was the biggest event in Infinity Mobile Arena history. What they avoided was the TV side, because the numbers tell a harder truth. The roughly 20,000 people who usually watch Unrivaled at home were the same 20,000 who showed up in Philadelphia. The league didn't grow its audience. It simply moved it to the arena for one night. That's the challenge TNT and True TV now face. They gave Unrivaled prime airtime, promoted it on Good Morning America, and sold it as must-see TV. And America, by and large, didn't tune in.
There are more True TV exclusive windows this season. Unrivaled has expanded to a fourth night of games, up from 3 last season, with those additional telecasts airing exclusively on the network. So they added 2 new teams, they gave you an extra day, and it's clear that nobody was actually clamoring for that extra day. Nobody was clamoring for it, nobody was asking for it, and nobody's even hunting it down. Yikes.
Sports Media Watch laid it out clearly. Both the women's 3x3 league, Unrivaled, and the golf league are seeing viewership drops in their second seasons. For Unrivaled, the 44% year-over-year decline isn't a one-off. It's a pattern, and patterns like that push leagues behind paywalls. If this continues, Unrivaled will likely end up on HBO Max, Paramount Plus, Netflix, or another streaming service within the next year. Its time on traditional TV is running out. When a league is drawing just 64,000 viewers for True TV exclusive games, it's not earning that broadcast slot. It's occupying space that networks could use for shows people actually want to watch.
A bit more positive. Sunday night basketball, milestone for NBA on NBC Sports. Lakers-Knicks, 4.5 million viewers on NBC plus Telemundo, 5 million peak audience. Most watched regular season Sunday night NBA game since 2002, excludes Christmas Day. Sunday night NBA games. Now, a Sunday night NBA, is that ABC included, or the ABC games Saturday night games from back in the day? Let me know in the comment section below. I believe there were some ABC Sunday night games, if I remember correctly. Most watched regular season Sunday game since 2018, all Sunday windows. Most watched game of the season across all networks, excludes tip-off and Christmas Day. Thunder Nuggets offer average 2.9 million viewers, NBC plus Telemundo. Sunday night basketball, 2-game average, 3.7 million viewers. Let's get into what the executives over there at NBC.
Now let's look at what real success in sports broadcasting actually looks like. While Unrivaled was struggling in the ratings, Caitlin Clark made her debut as an NBA analyst on NBC Sports, and the difference was impossible to miss. Sunday night basketball on NBC drew 4.5 million viewers for Lakers versus Knicks on January 26th. When Telemundo is included, the audience peaked at around 5 million. It was the first regular season Sunday NBA game on NBC since 2018, and it became the most watched game of the season across all networks, outside of opening night and Christmas Day. Earlier that night, Thunder vs. Nuggets averaged 2.9 million viewers across NBC and Telemundo. Together, the Sunday night basketball package averaged 3.7 million viewers. That's not 103,000. It's not 40,000. It's 3.7 million people choosing to watch basketball on a Sunday night. And Caitlin Clark was part of that broadcast, providing analysis from Madison Square Garden during the Knicks-Lakers game.
Leadership weighs in. Rick Cordello spoke positively about Clark's debut, noting that she did a good job and handled the role with ease. He highlighted her understanding of the game and her ability to communicate clearly, 2 qualities that translate well from the court to the broadcast booth. Cordello also made it clear that Clark was well prepared and comfortable in the setting, something that stood out given the size of the audience and the spotlight that comes with an NBA national broadcast. Spotlight at Madison Square Garden. Clark's analyst role came during a big matchup between the New York Knicks and the Los Angeles Lakers, a game that naturally draws national attention. Madison Square Garden provided a fitting backdrop for her first major NBA television appearance, NBC Sports viewed the setting as an opportunity for Clark to share her perspective without forcing the moment. Her analysis focused on the flow of the game, player tendencies, and situational basketball, keeping the broadcast grounded and accessible. More Clark already on the schedule. NBC is planning to bring Clark back later this season. Cordella confirmed that she is scheduled to appear as an analyst for the Knicks vs. Thunder on March 29th. He also added that he hopes to see more of Clark moving forward, signaling that the door is open for additional appearances. While no expanded role has been formally announced, the comments suggested genuine interest rather than casual praise, i.e., they're not just blowing smoke up her ass. A growing presence in sports media. Clark's success as an analyst fits into a bigger vision for NBC Sports as it looks ahead to its NBA coverage alongside the NFL, Olympics, and streaming platforms. Cordella referenced Clark as an example of how elite athletes can enhance broadcasts with authentic insight. For Clark, it is another step in building a multifaceted career. For NBC, it is a reminder that her voice goes well beyond the box score. Caitlin Clark nailed it, according to the executives, in her NBC speaking analyst role. Love to see it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much.
Rick Cordella, the NBC Sports executive, didn't offer empty praise. He said Caitlin Clark did a strong job and handled the role naturally. He pointed to her deep understanding of the game and her ability to explain it clearly, skills that translate directly from the court to the broadcast booth. This wasn't a celebrity cameo or a scripted appearance. NBC didn't put her on air to read talking points. Cordella made it clear Clark was prepared, comfortable, and confident, which matters when you're analyzing an NBA game in front of millions of viewers from Madison Square Garden. Her commentary focused on game flow, player habits, and situational basketball, keeping the broadcast clear and accessible. NBC took notice. Cordella confirmed Clark is already scheduled to return as an analyst for Knicks vs. Thunder on March 29th, and he said he hopes to see more of her going forward. That's not polite filler. That's real interest in expanding her role. NBC Sports is building long-term NBA coverage alongside the NFL, the Olympics, and streaming platforms, and Cordella pointed to Clark as an example of how elite athletes can improve broadcasts with real insight. Her value clearly goes beyond the box score. For Clark, it's another step in building a career that doesn't rely solely on playing. For NBC, it's a smart business move. They're investing in someone who brings credibility, understands the game at the highest level, and can hold the attention of millions of viewers. Now compare that to the decision TNT and True TV are facing with Unrivaled. They're backing a league that has lost 44% of its audience year over year. A league that can't reach 50,000 viewers even with a sold-out arena and no sports competition. A league spending heavily on marketing for games most of the country isn't watching.